Here we have a problem in algebra 2, that is we have to simplify the given complex fraction. Okay, to simplify the given complex fraction, first we have to simplify the expression we have in numerator. So that is we have to do subtraction between the two fractions that we have over here. Okay, to do subtraction between the two fractions that we have over here, first we have to look at the denominators. So the denominators are not numbers, and both the denominators contain variable m. Okay, if the denominators are numbers, then we can do, we can find least common multiple of the two denominators and we can get the common denominator for both the fractions. But here the denominators contain variable. What do we have to do? For that, what we have to do is to do subtraction, we have to do cross multiplication. That is, the numerator of the first fraction has to be multiplied by the denominator of the second fraction, and the numerator of the second fraction has to be multiplied by the denominator of the first fraction. So when I do so, I'm getting 4 times m positive 3 negative 2 times m negative 3. Finally, we have to multiply the two denominators in this cross multiplication process. So that is m negative 3 times m positive 3. Let me write it. Whole divided by whatever stuff we have in denominator, it has to be taken as it is. That is 5m over m square negative 9. Let me write it. Okay, now in my next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the fraction in numerator as it is. That is 4 times m positive 3 negative 2 times m negative 3 over m negative 3 times m positive 3. Now I'm going to change this division over here as multiplication. If I change the division over here as multiplication, I have to get reciprocal for the fraction in denominator. So that is m square negative 9 over 5m. Okay, now let me continue the next step. So in my next step, I'm going to simplify the expression what we have in numerator over here. That is, for that I have to distribute this 4 to this m and positive 3, and I have to distribute this negative 2 to this m and negative 3. So when I distribute this 4 to this m and positive 3, I'm getting 4m positive, 4 times 3 is 12. When I distribute this negative 2 to m, I'm getting negative 2m. When I distribute this negative 2 to negative 3, I'm getting positive 6. Okay, divided by, now we have to multiply the two binomials we have over here. So for that, let me consider one of the basic identities in algebra, that is a square negative b square. So this is called difference of two squares, which is equal to a positive b times a negative b. So whenever we have difference of two squares in the form a square negative b square, it can be written in the factor form, that is a positive b times a negative b. Or in other way, we can consider, so whenever we have a product of two binomials in the form a positive b and a negative b, so it can be written as the difference of two squares, that is a square negative b square. Okay, now let's consider the product of two binomials we have over here, m negative 3 times m positive 3. So this is exactly in the form of a positive b times a negative b. Instead of a negative b, in our problem we have m negative 3. For a positive b, we have m positive 3. At the place of a, we have m, and at the place of b, we have 3. So when I write the product, when I write this product in the form a square negative b square, at the place of a, I have to write m. At the place of b, I have to write 3. Okay, let me continue the stuff over here. Then I'm getting m square negative 3 square times m square negative 9 over 5m. Okay, now let me continue over here. So now let's combine the like terms over here. When I combine 4m negative 2m, I'm just getting 2m. When I combine positive 12 and positive 6, I'm getting positive 18 over m square negative. So the evaluation of this 3 square is just 9 times m square negative 9 over 5m. So this m square negative 9, m square negative 9, m square negative 9 will cancel out. So that is, they have 1 times, here 1 times. So when I multiply this numerator by this numerator 1, I'm getting 2m positive 8 in numerator. Now I have to multiply the two denominators, 1 and 5m. 1 times 5m is 5m. So now this is a simplification of the given complex fraction.